storytelling is really important. Like document every stage of it.
Well.
Yeah. So sometimes that moment inspire what you need to work on. 2023, I was so down. I was off social media for a very long time. I felt I was not doing well, and I nearly like gave up. I entered LinkedIn. I was looking for a job. The only thing I know how to do is shoot and edit. Anytime I tell my story, I always make sure.
A lot of people around the world still see us in one poverty related, we are drinking water is dirty. What do you think?
It's a thing of the mindset. I feel we are really like telling our stories through Nollywood, tourism, video, music. I think the advice I would give anyone starting up or anyone that is looking to like become big in film is keep learning, keep doing, be a team player, work with people, don't be that independent filmmaker, and you see yourself doing great stuff.
How exactly do you even make money? Hi Oluwatofunmi, welcome to Amazing Excellence with Joshua Lani.
Yeah.
Great to have you here, right? So, speaking to a number of our guests, a lot of our guests usually have very interesting stories of what their upbringing were like. And usually those experiences usually shape them to who they become. So their major influences that has helped them achieve the success that they've achieved so far. So I want to take you back a bit. What was growing up like, leading up to the first time you had your first camera, that you can say maybe these experiences while growing up led to me becoming who I am today?
Okay, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure. Like I said, this is my first podcast, and I'm so glad to be here. So growing up, I grew up in a family of 3 in a Christian home. My dad is a pastor. So I grew up in a CSC family, and you know how CSC setting is.
Yeah.
So I joined the media team in church, the projection team, and that was where I had like flair for camera. And gradually, I started photography in 200 level while in
While in
uni.
school?
Yeah, because I was independent. I needed like something to make money. So while in PG, I started my laundry business because I enjoyed ironing, washing clothes. I mentioned my dad was a pastor, so I always like iron his suit and all of that. So I was like, this is another avenue for me to like make money. So I started my laundry business. So in 200 level, I met my first boss, Mike. Yeah, he was a lecturer and he was also like doing his master's then. So he had like a photography studio. So I joined the team, and that was how my photography journey started. So 400 level, while on IT, I volunteered to intern in a tech hub in school back then. And my second boss, they had like a camera at the tech hub then. So it was like, I was being paid 5K, and I decided to like start taking pictures for the hub. Whenever they have tech trainings, I take picture, data science and all of that. So along the line, my boss called me, my second boss called me and was like, Tofunmi, you know we can make videos and like record testimonials of our participants and let them just talk about what they've learned in the training so far and all of that. And I was like, boss, I only do photography. I don't know how to. I can try to shoot, but I can't edit. So it was like, you have free internet in the hub. Go and figure it out. And that was like a step for me. And I started like watching YouTube. So I had a friend then, Elijah. Elijah is vast in a lot of things. He knows design, he knows video editing, he knows After Effects and all of that. So I met him. It was like I was a year ahead of Elijah in school then. So I was like, Elijah, come to the hub. There's free internet. And the hub back then was where students always want to come because of the aesthetics in the space, free internet, AC. And back then in school, we usually don't have electricity. So hub was the only place I charged my phone and all that. So it was always okay to come around, and I would be like, Elijah, put me through video editing. That was how Elijah like started teaching me Premiere Pro, started like shooting. And anytime I need to like shoot videos, I have a friend back then to D-Day, I would call him and say, oh, what frame rate should I shoot, how should I do my composition. And that was how filmmaking started. I started like traveling with my boss because they always like run trainings with Google and Microsoft back then. So we always like travel to Benin to like shoot videos, documentaries, and that was how I fell in love with shooting videos. And I decided to just like dump photography. And one main reason why I dropped photography was I was tending towards portraits and events. And portrait photography was like one of the most difficult part of photography when you do like the skin touch and everything. So whenever I do my own, it's not always looking like some guys.
Really nice.
So that was why I said film for me is like the way. So I started falling in love with docu and travels. So
interesting. That's a very, very interesting journey. I think you said some things that I want us to sit with a bit, right? Starting your first business and then laundry and then going on to pick up a camera maybe around like 200 or 400
level.
Around 400 level, right? So what led to you even thinking about, okay, I can even start a business in the first place?
Okay.
Trying out laundry and then maybe choosing to even study physics electronics in school and then still looking out for maybe something else you could know on the side. That's like photography even around 400 level.
Okay, so I don't want to say too much about my family, but we've been so independent growing up. So, and I didn't like grow up in the richest family. So we were left to like, my dad was like the best thing that happened to us. We went to like one of the best schools in Oyo State in Ibadan, and he gave us like the best education. Like I said, I'm the last born of 3, so all of us like got the best education, but we're not like the richest. So entering uni, I was like, oh, pocket money will not be coming from home. My brother and my sister were the one like footing my bills. My brother always like send me money every month. My sister had scholarship then. She was in OAU, so she always like send me money, but it was not enough. So I'm like, why? This is a student environment. Students like need people to like do their laundry and all of that. So I'm like, why not take the job? So I started like out washing, then I will iron. And most times while in school, our electricity comes in the night. During the day, no light.
No light.
So I will wake up in the night, iron guys' clothes, then get tired the next day to go for lecture. So gradually, the business was affecting. I was not able to like balance it. And I started like loving the business because I was making like cool cash. I was able to like afford a washing machine. I got like industrial iron. And I was even looking at having like a shop that I can work from. But I was like, since I can work from my lodge, why get
go to rent somewhere else again?
So I always do everything for my house. I had like a washing machine in my house, but I had issue with my landlord because it was like I use more water than every other person. So I started like paying extra. So I created a brand. I had friends in my fellowship back then that were designers. So one of my friends, Sam, created my first logo for me. And I started like reaching out to guys. My packaging was okay. I ordered nylons from Ibadan, packaging nylons, and that was how the whole business thing is started. And in 200 level, like I said, I've always loved cameras from my church and all of that. And whenever I'm in any event, if I see guys carrying camera, I'm always, my body's always doing me something.
Get close to them.
Why is it not me? Do you get? So, and that opportunity I got from Boss Mike was like how I dived into photography. And laundry was paying my bills then. So,
yeah. But at what point did you now know? At what point did you know that I don't think I'm going to use this physics electronics at all? That is either going to be maybe I have my business or photography or filmmaking.
Okay. So initially I didn't know what I wanted. I will not lie. My sister convinced me because back then at home I fixed our electronics, charger, lamps, remote control. So my sister felt, guy, you are really good at this electronics thing. So why not like do electrical electronics? So I didn't know what I wanted. I think my second course was petroleum. So I didn't know back then. So I decided to like apply electrical electronics, but I didn't get picked because electrical then was like one of the top courses. You need to have like jump, burn or something, your post jam and all of that. So I didn't get picked for electrical electronics. So I was picked for a course related. That was physics electronics. So my pre-degree, I did pre-degree twice. See, my academic journey is a crazy one. I did pretty good twice. The first one, I was not picked because of my jam, just one score. So I had to like
Oh,
do jam again. And I had to like do pretty good again. And all of those times, school was already like beginning to like, I was withdrawing myself from
getting
school.
tired for it.
Yeah, do you get? So when I now did my second pre-dig, I was like, this is the last option. So I got picked for physics electronics. So 100 level, you know how 100 level is, everybody's packed into one hall. I
Yeah.
met friends and I started like seeing physics. Like before, I always liked mathematics. So all of a sudden, the mathematics from uni was different from the one.
What you doing?
Yeah, so
back in
things were so
secondary school?
complicated. So I think I had my first carryover in 100 level. So there's always this course everyone in 100 level does, ME, mechanical drawing, is where you use your ruler and everything. So I think that was my first carryover. I think you really like take it serious. So I didn't like pass it. Every of my scores were always like 2, 1 to like scale through. So I think I had 30 something and that was F. So I had my first carryover and 200 level, I started like having like, I was not really interested in school. Will I say it's my business? No, but I just like mentally, I just like zoned out of school. So I started like focusing on my business. If I had known, I would have balanced
You
both.
balance, try to
get
balance
here.
both of them.
So I would not say my business made me withdraw from school. I think the failures before made me like disinterested in attending lectures and also the setting and everything. That's not an excuse though, but yeah, I would say those are like the past failures I had initially like weighed me out and yeah.
Yeah, so you've been doing filmmaking for quite a while, right?
Yeah, sure.
Leaving school,
Over a decade.
focused, yeah, filmmaking, travel, documentary, right? Before we dig in deep into like your journey, actually, storytelling is like something that's like very important, even for us as Nigerians, as Africans, and for the longest time, Nigerians or even maybe Africans, we've not been taking our time to tell our stories in the best way possible. So how important is even storytelling and why is it important for Nigerians, Africans to do much more in terms of their storytelling?
I think storytelling is a key thing because without storytelling, a lot of things we know now, a lot of records we have of ourselves or about wherever we are, we will not see them. Storytelling is you knowing that Tafawa Balewa was once the head of state in Nigeria. Storytelling is you knowing that National Theatre is like one of the most iconic places in Lagos or in Nigeria. So currently I'm working on a platform. It's called Locally, and I'm so intentional about storytelling and archiving because I noticed that a lot of our histories, a lot of things are erasing, are wearing off because we are not able to like document them. So basically, the platform is just like an archive and a journal where we tend to like document things. Maybe later in 5, 10 years, people can go on the platform and see like records of places, people, culture, stories, and everything. So I think storytelling is wide. From my own angle is documentation. I feel if you document your process from scratch, no matter where you are in later, look at this podcast as an example. In the next 1 year, you guys might be like in a big setting. So documentation from this is where we were to where is really very important because it makes you also like appreciate your growth. It makes you also like, oh, this is where I was with my HP laptop. And this is where
we are
so I'm so intentional about my documentation. Some of my gears that I started with, I'm not selling them off. The only thing I've sold off is my camera, and I think I will still buy it back from the guy I sold it off. So, but my laptop that I used to start, my Dell, my other MacBook, everything is still intact. I'm keeping them. I'm hoping to like store everything to show that, oh, these are the journey and everything. So I think storytelling is so important in wherever you are doing. No matter the kind of person you are, you need to like document so that you appreciate
the journey and the process. So taking Nigeria, for example, right, or maybe even Africa, recently, even up till maybe months ago, I was hearing maybe a foreigner or a white person, whenever they hear like Africa, they are thinking maybe elephants are walking in the street, you have lions around, you have giraffes around, which
Or
is like
monkeys,
pretty weird, right? Even with how much content creators we now have, what do you think is exactly missing? Is it that we are still not telling our story as much as we should tell it, or we are not still pushing them to the right audiences? Why is there still that discrepancy between our current states, our current advancements, maybe even in tech sometimes, maybe even in filmmaking and stories? So, but then a lot of people around the world still see us in one poverty related, we are drinking water is dirty. What do you think is
I
causing that
think I think
discrepancy?
I think we creators are telling our stories. Aside creators, tech people too are really like telling our stories. And whoever want to believe whatever they want to believe should believe. It's a thing of the mindset. I feel we are really like telling our stories through Nollywood, through
Music
tourism, video,
to
music, everything. So if you don't see all of that, because our music alone goes far away.
Yeah.
Whenever I travel, and almost all the bars I go are playing are playing Nigerian songs, are playing African tunes and everything. And again, we have creators that show us off outside, Taya and all, Steven, Ni Fagbemi, everybody like that. So, and we have a lot of females also like traveling and telling our stories. I have friends that have done 36 states in Nigeria and they've put it out. So I don't know if it's a thing of the mind. So if you think, oh, Africans are still like the monkeys and then it's left to you. So anytime I tell my story, I always make sure
Hello, sorry for the break. I know you're enjoying the episode. Please, if you haven't subscribed, please just hit the subscribe button, click the like button, and also leave a comment. Share it to friends and family. It goes a long way to help the channel. You can get right back into the video.
yeah, African is not really that, Nigeria is not really that good.
Yeah, yes.
But I tend to like tell the story from a place of, I don't paint it bad. Whenever I travel to the north, I don't look for kids that are well malnourished and take their pictures or videos and post online. That's why till today, I've not gone to Makoko to like film. If NGO comes, maybe I will go, I don't know.
Even now, I think they've broken some major
Yeah,
part
so
of
till
your
today,
Makoko.
I'm not saying people that are going to tell the story from there are doing bad,
bro.
but it's just me. I don't want to go to Makoko too. I just came back from the north. I saw a lot of kids that have not like had their bad, but if you check on my pictures, they're like the beautiful ones that I've posted. So we need to we tell our stories, I will not lie. We just need to like put them out more and change the narrative. That's it. And again, our government, African government needs to also like help people, because it's at the end of the day, when we put out our stories, they also like they are part of it too. So they need to like
And funny enough, the government always they have the funds and they have the power to like push a certain narrative.
Exactly.
Individuals can do a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah, at
They
least
need to do better also.
Yeah,
Our
exactly. In
government needs to do better.
supporting
But I don't like
the
talking about the government.
yeah, I
Sorry.
understand. And supporting creators, creating a good system that
Exactly.
encourage people to
Exactly.
really do more stuff
Exactly.
and encourage growth. Let's talk about the North a bit more, right? When you think about several years ago, you think maybe the Yankari Game Reserve, there were a lot of tourist attractions around the northern areas, in some places around the country. But towards this time, a lot of them have either shut down or they might be there, but the number of people that want to go to this place has reduced. One of the major reasons is insecurity, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I know that you've gone to the north pretty
Countless time, yeah.
a lot. I don't even know what is attracting you to the north. Maybe you let us know, right? So what do you think? Insecurity, storytelling, tourism, how are these three things affecting each other? I'm sure a lot of people previously want to do road trips. Once they think that kidnapping here and there, some places in the north are not safe, they just don't want to go. How much has insecurity affected tourism, affected our global overview? And what is your own approach? Are you scared sometimes to go to some of these places, or you feel very confident? Because I'll just see some videos, I'll like, but you've gone to these places multiple times, right?
Yeah, so I will not lie. Northern Nigeria is like one of my best places to visit. I will go back to back because I don't know, I'm just drawn. to the north. I don't know. I've not seen other things that have drawn me to the north in other places, but I'm so drawn to the north. So in terms of insecurity, I don't want to talk too much about that. Everybody knows there's insecurity, and I think our government needs to like help us fix that. Nigeria is so blessed. We have a lot of
Beautiful places,
to visit.
culture.
Yeah, we have sand dunes, desert, we have waterfalls, we have dams, we have like the Yankari game reserve you mentioned. A lot of the animals are out now. They are out of. You can't really find. The only things you just find there are maybe like monkeys and maybe kangaroos and all of that. So I think for all of that, it still boils down to the government. So if the insecurity is tackled, I think a lot of people will be willing to travel. Whenever I travel the north, I don't go to. I don't want to say this because there are some of my friends that go by road. I don't go any trip that is above like 6 hours. I do. Most northern states are closer. It's just like Lagos and Ibadan that is less than 2 hours.
Yeah.
So I fly to like the closest one, then I do road trips. And again, I think my northern friends also like gives me this confidence. Like this trip I just went to, I covered Sokoto and Kebbi. That's like my 32 states. So I have 4 more states to go.
Wow.
Yeah, so Sokoto was my 31, then Kebbi was my 32. So I was like, the plan I had was to document in Kebbi, the fishing festival. But Sokoto is like an hour.
Yeah, away.
So I'm like, why not just touch down Sokoto and explore Sokoto then, just to knock it off. So I took a flight from Lagos to Sokoto. I landed in Sokoto. I explored Sokoto. Then I took like a road trip from. So I didn't know anyone there. I just made research on Instagram, filmmaker in Kebbi or Sokoto, and I found a guy and I DM'd him. Was like, oh, he's willing to like take me around. So he picked me up at the airport. Those are like the little things that draw me to the north. Someone I don't know from anywhere. Yeah, he's a filmmaker also. He was like, oh, he will pick me up at the airport. He was not going to be available. He called another friend. That one picks me up at the airport, took me to my hotel that they already booked for me. Then he took me around Sokoto again. Then from Sokoto, we now like left for Kebbi. So while we were going, our car just stopped in the middle of nowhere. I will not lie to you. I started panicking because I've heard media stories about Sokoto, Samfara, all of those regions. In the middle of nowhere, the car stopped. We were there for like close to 4 hours. If vehicles pass, you might not see vehicles in the next 10 minutes. I have pictures of it. I can send them to you. So I was so afraid, but I asked them, we were like 3 guys, is it safe? They're no, not good. Don't worry, it is safe. So I started like taking videos to just like document and everything. So at the end of the day, we were able to like leave that spot. So those are like the little things. Everywhere I've been to, I have like northern friends I move with. They know some areas are not safe. They will tell me, guy, we can't go to this area. But some safe areas, they will assure me that, guy, don't worry, yeah, it's safe. So moving with them, I'm always so like confident about like moving around and all of that.
Yeah, I think that's also the power of like community. Working with people that maybe are there already, they'll give you that confidence. They can show you around. And just how I think Nigerians are actually beautiful people, even not because of so many challenges.
Exactly. And I also feel we putting out stories of those places. I feel we also like encourage the government to do better. I feel so because we are putting Nigeria on the map. We are documenting festivals, we are documenting places, and they see these things. The Minister of Culture and Tourism sees them. A lot of news video from Argungu had over like 10 million views. So to have 10 million views, let's say 3 or 5 million would be from Nigeria. And all of those top guys would have seen it. So I feel if they keep seeing all of those things, hopefully their mind will change about things and they will invest in our tourism because Nigeria is really a blessed place. Aside maybe our natural resources, I feel tourism is like another way where we can make more money. So hopefully the government works on it.
Yeah. Let's talk about the Argungu Festival, right? I think you had mentioned at some point in time that while growing up, this was a festival that you saw on NTA, and then you now had the opportunity to now be shooting it professionally. What was the experience like for you?
The experience was good, I will not lie, but it was so chaotic. At some point, I nearly passed out because the weather was like 40 degrees, very hot. and Northerners, they like watching. Like they enjoy watching. Like that place was so crowded. At some point, we nearly had stampede and all of that. Security people were chasing people back to like just
Give
move back.
space for.
But they always want to watch. I think out of curiosity. Yeah, but I really enjoyed it. I was able to like experience what I've been watching on TV while I was growing up, and I'm happy that the thing stopped for a while. I think lockdown allowed it to like stop, so they've not had it in like over 5 years. So I was able to like, I'm happy that I was able to like experience the new edition after it has been paused for a long time. I enjoyed everything about it. I was able to like mingle with other creators. I was able to like mingle with people from Argungu, because Argungu is like a community in Kebbi State. Yeah. So yeah, that was so good. I had fun.
Interesting, love it. I saw some of the videos too, and they're like really beautiful.
Yeah.
But where sometimes you just think that it's just a very small place, but then when like professionals go and create stuff there, like makes it more beautiful. And I know that those in Nigeria are saying, even outside the diaspora, are also saying that also encourage other people to visit. So in your documentary journey, right, when you go to places, you go to people to tell story, do you, like for example, maybe Arewa did not to the documentary you shot, do you like have a goal to achieve in terms of maybe you want to change a certain narrative, or you just go to just tell beautiful stories?
Okay, so how I tackle stories, there's little my video can do, because if I tell you the northern state is beautiful and safe, the next day you might hear kidnap. So there's little my video can do, but I think for me, I just wanted to showcase how beautiful the north is. I've been to the north once, and I'm like, oh, this is the place. So I was able to like cover like, I dedicated like a month to like cover like 4 or 5 states. And there's just this beauty, the way they dress, their architecture, the way they combine colors. We just wear black, but you see a lady or woman with colorful hijabi, the architecture, the way the sun glows there. I think everything there is just so intentional. And yeah, we always like, I'm not sure we really have good architecture here. We just see white.
Because we were
buildings.
maybe a bit exposed. I won't say maybe exposed. We've had a lot of infiltration of inspiration from the white guys.
Yes,
so.
but I think it's really affecting things. I'm not an architecture developer, but I've been to like Morocco now. They still maintain. There's a way you can still maintain your architecture and still put it like
a bit modern also.
A bit modern, but the old pillars and architecture will still be there. But now it's just
white blocks, like white
and
boxes.
Our windows are
very tiny.
Yeah, so I think they still maintain, even though they are innovating, they still maintain that their architecture and everything. So I don't think I can convince anyone, or I can completely create like a narrative about it. That's my POV, and still trying to tell people that, oh, this is how beautiful Nigeria is. So I can't come out and say, oh, the northern, 100% that the northern Nigeria is safe. No. But to just tell you that, oh, there are still people there. Out of all of this chaos, out of all of these things, there are still people that are still like having good life and still like enjoying things.
Yeah, absolutely interesting. So let's talk about maybe the money aspect, right? You use this especially for travel and documentary, especially for documentary. So how exactly do you even make money, right? Is it maybe grants? Is it some? Because I know that some of these stories, when you go to tell them, it takes a lot. First to create, to travel there, to sustain yourself for about a month, just documenting. So maybe you can take us maybe back a bit. What were your first set of experiences? If it's portrait now, you know that this client can say, come and take my portrait. They pay you straight. But now if you just go to one place to go and capture a waterfall, how exactly do you guarantee maybe sustainable income for your projects?
Okay, so that's something I'm still working on. Like I said, whatever I'm doing is long term. Archiving. In the next 20 years, I'm very sure I will start selling my footage and my images. Imagine someone that has like image of the way Makoko is was like 10 years ago, and now any media agency will be willing to like go all out to like get all of those footage or videos. So currently, am I making money off my travels? No, but I get commissioned to like do some projects, like documentary projects. I get paid for that, and the money I make from there, that's why I used to like fund
your
my
other
travels. So the kind of travel I do is travel and documentary. I go to places to like document life, people, and all of that. I don't do all these. I'm not saying it's bad, but I don't do come to Maldives, this like a 5-star hotel. No, that's not my aspect of travel. My aspect of travel is I lighten locals, telling their story. Just find maybe a fisherman in a water riverine area, tell their story, find like anyone doing all this local trade and all of that. So that's the aspect of travel and documentary I do. And like I said, I'm not making money yet. It's the side gig I do. I also like take edit jobs. Money I make from all of those side gigs that I used to like fund my travel. So my investment is long term, especially for this creating and everything. I have like a storage now that all of my trips for the past 5 years, I have them stored, pictures and everything. So at the end of the day, maybe I will do like an exhibition and sell some of my footages and images. But for this travel documentary that I'm doing, I think is a long term for me. So in the next 5 years, hopefully my hard drive does not crash. I have them backed up. Yeah, I have them backed up though, but I just hope it doesn't crash. So it's like a long-term investment for me. The money I make from my side gigs, editing, commission projects is what I used to like sponsor my travel. But for this travel and documentary, I'm not sure I'm making money off it yet. Maybe people see the work I create from there and I am it to come and document other stories and science culture. And
Thank you very much for sharing. I think that it's still something because young or aspiring filmmakers most times want to just say, I want to start 1 month and think that in the next 6 months you start like earning one big block of money. But when we see these stories, so right. So but it looks very fascinating from outside. It takes a lot of work, a lot of financial investment. And like you said, also some of them are also long term. Yes, there'll be short term wins, there'll be money come here and there, but sometimes.
And again, I enjoy doing it. I think that's also one thing people need to learn. Yes, there's the money part. There are times I'm so down because I'm broke. I'm like, I'm not making money off this thing. But
should I just give up or just look for something?
Do you get? But anytime I get to carry my camera again and say, oh, I'm traveling, let me go and doc. I always like have this joy in it. So I think that's something I'm also like living with. If I find joy in it, I understand there's money. Because there are a lot of projects I would have done if I'm really like have big money. Do you get? Buy gears and a lot of
spend more time in some of these places.
Exactly. Do you get? But there's no money. So, but I don't know. There's a way I find joy in whatever I do. If you tell me now that, oh, let's travel to this place, you want to document, I'm ready to go. I will not even ask you that, oh, is money attached or is money involved? Because I want to tell story. There's always this hunger. But aside that, make money is really important. I will not lie to you.
Because that will keep you going and not to be able to fund.
Exactly. And you need to buy gears and all of that. So please make money. But also find joy in whatever you do. And be ready to collaborate too.
Okay. Is there one particular moment? I know you shared how there are moments when you just like, I think let's just wrap this thing up. Let me either go and focus on immediate, maybe editing jobs that can give immediate money. Has there been like a particular moment that still stands out for you where you can remember that I almost gave up this travel documentary stuff, but then I just still moved on from that phase?
I think that was 2023. Is it 2023 or 2023? I was so down. I was off social media for a very long time. I felt I was not doing well, and I nearly like gave up of this craft. I entered LinkedIn. I was looking for jobs because I will not lie. The only thing I know how to do is shoot and edit. Aside, maybe I want now to go back to my physics or
or
some
business or
yeah,
something.
or some things I've learned because I know how to do like CCTV installation and all of those things. Except I want to go back to them. But aside that, I think one of my friends asked me that, what was your plan B? I'm like, I don't have plan B. Is it that film or is not film? Do you get? But now I'm considering like picking up another like career that would not really like disrupt my film because filmmaking career is long. You need to know how to edit audio. You need to know how to color grade. Like it's wide. That's why people that do like combine photography and film, I'm like, guys, how are you doing it? Because photography alone is like one big niche.
Already,
Film,
and then on his
do
own.
you get? So how do you guys combine it? So I'm trying to like pick up other career paths to like also like help me so that at the end of the day, film, but I know film will surely work for me.
Yeah, but
So
it's something to still keep
exactly. Do you get?
people
Maybe
going.
like invest in business, the little you make, try and like invest in business. But 2023 was like a big down moment for me. One of my friends is in the UK now. He was able to like bring me up. Was like, guy, come and stay with me. And I stayed with him for like the whole of 2023. The environment was staying, he's a tech bro. So I was staying in Ikoyi. So I stayed with him for like over a year and I was able to like get my energy back. And I will not lie, as he moved to the UK, I got my place. And since then, everything has been. So even though at times I still feel like I'm not doing enough, but sometimes it's when you are broke that those thoughts comes. Do you get? Or maybe when you are not getting jobs and all of that, but they're always down times. The only thing you just need to like just keep going. That's why you need to like find joy in whatever you do. So when those down moments come
Those tough moments.
and you
You
pick your
remember
camera
the exact
again,
reason why you're doing what you're doing. Encourage
exactly,
yourself
yeah.
and
And
just
those
move
down
on.
moments sometimes inspire you to work on some projects. It was during my downtime I worked on that Baba's project. And going back to where we were talking, how people don't really appreciate storytelling. When my mentor was, one of my mentors wanted to like shoot his portrait. So he was like, Pufumi, can you come to Ibadan tomorrow? I want to shoot this Baba and it would be good to like have a video of him. I'm like, oh, I'm interested. So I just called my Uber guy, please can you take me to Ibadan? He was like, yes. And he took me to Ibadan. When we got to the place, she took the portrait. I interviewed Baba. My initial plan was to have like a robust documentary of him, interview the children, how has your dad been to you, the grandchildren, and all of that. That was my plan. So I was able to like do that. So the 2 days time was World Glaucoma Day. So my mentor told me that we need to edit this thing so that we can
and
put
get it
out.
out.
So when we put it out, that was what we put out. And some of the children saw it. They were like, why would you document our dad without our consent? Can you pull down the video? So the person that linked, like, she's like a support to that Baba because most of the children were abroad. So there's like a lady that supports the Baba. She was like, don't mind them, leave it. Don't. My mentor said I should leave, so I left the video. And I think last year, they reached out to me. They're like, can they get the video of their dad? I'm like, but you guys were against
Then we
it.
should pull it down.
And they were now regretting that they should have granted interviews. That would have been a good family video where everybody's gathered and
Yeah.
because the Baba was playing keyboard for like over 5 years without his sight. And imagine all of them featuring on it, talking about their dad, the journey. That would have been a great story.
Yes, right. Yeah.
But I made them like beg me because when I wanted it, you guys were against
no.
it. So I sent that one to them. That was what they were able to like play at the funeral of the man. So storytelling is really important. Like document every stage of it.
Well.
Yeah. So sometimes that moment inspire what you need to work on and all of that. And every of my stories, I've always been like the reflection of who I am, how I grew up, grief and everything. Yeah. So
Yeah, that's like very powerful. Having friends that can come through for you in moments when you're down, encourage you, and just still picking yourself up, right?
yeah.
But talking about Baba, I want us to talk a bit about copyright,
Okay.
right? When you go to some of these places and then you document, how exactly are you like managing or working around copyright? I know there are some people that when you take their pictures, they'll be like, don't post it. And there's some people that do you go to, if you take two people now, would you reach out to them and say, I just took your picture, can I like post it? Yeah, how does it work in Nigeria? Possibly, what is also like the standard that aspiring filmmakers can like work towards, whether it's pictures or video or
Okay,
film?
so let me use like traveling like to the north as an example. So there are some shots you just take randomly. Maybe you have like a long lens and you see a fine lady, or you see maybe someone in hijabi or someone
Something
walking here.
interesting.
There are some long shots you take. If they are not really far away, you can approach them and show them. So I have like this camera. It's more like I've forgotten.
Like Polaroids
Polaroid,
or
yeah. So if you can print and give it
give
to
them a
them.
copy.
If you can't print, just show them and let them smile. Ask for their name, introduce yourself. I think that's like another way. There are some shots you can steal and you don't need to like approach people. Do you get? There are some shots you can steal. But if you know you can approach them, show them, put a smile on their face. If you have the means to print it and show them. If it's a place you need to go back to, print and go and give them. So for copyright, for other part of copyright, for Baba, there was no documentation because my mentor was hired to like shoot him his portrait. And anything you take as a creator, I think you own it. So for that one, I didn't like get a copyright for it. But for some other projects that I've worked on that I needed you to like come on my set to film, there will be like an agreement. Oh, you allow me to like, because your kids might come later
And say,
and say, oh,
pull it
maybe
down.
yeah. So I will let you know that, oh, this is where I'm posting. This is the platform that is going. So you like sign and is it NDA they call it?
Yeah, NDA. No, maybe not.
I forgot.
NDA.
Yeah, but you shall sign a document to say, oh, I'm allowing Tofumi to
Use this
and all
particular
of that, yeah.
instrument. So, yeah, like that's like enlightening, especially for aspiring filmmakers, taking copyright very serious. And yeah, as you said, also in moments where you can just show them,
Yeah,
put a smile on their face, and they're excited to just have you maybe use it anyhow you want to use it.
Yeah.
But in terms of self-development, what are like your recommendations currently? There are like a lot of master classes around, but for people that are just starting out in the media production space, filmmaking, what are your recommendations for self-development? Is it courses? Is it apprenticeship? Is it classes? Is it in-person training? Is it to just look for someone like you and tie? But even though it also costs a lot to carry somebody along, what are your recommendations for someone that wants to become good or great? Maybe they're in their first year and you spend several years doing this.
Okay, I think the advice I would give anyone starting up or anyone that is looking to like become big in film is things that worked for me. I will not like everything I learned from YouTube. Let me be sincere. And I always like shadow people online. There are creators I follow and I check their work and I try to like replicate them. I'm really working on a lot of passion projects because I feel passion projects are ways I can replicate what I've watched. I watch YouTube a lot. Anything I need to learn, I feel is online. And I shadow a lot of creators that I'm a fan of their work. Because the current age we are in, nobody will sit you down and say, especially in film, you can go to a tailor shop and
sit with them and try to learn.
But film is kind of hard. So the best thing is just to like do a lot of self-learning, then shadow guys, shoot passion projects. A way where I've been able to like improve my craft is me working on personal projects that I know I can replicate what I've learned, the kind of lighting condition and all of that.
For real clients when the
even before clients work. There are times you can use some clients work to like learn, but
you have done it in practice ahead of when the new client
because
project
passion project are ways you can try and
make
error.
mistake.
See how you are setting up now. There are random time we just set up light at home, find a friend, oh, let me shoot you, and all of those things. So those are ways where you can boost your craft. And also, like I said, YouTube. I didn't really buy much courses, but I'm always on YouTube every day. Even my YouTube, sometimes you tell me that, guy, you never watch me today. You get? So I have some guys I follow, some lists, and I make sure they drop video every week. And I make sure I learn from them. I watch a lot of content. I watch documentaries a lot. I watch movies a lot to know how they frame, the kind of lighting. That's why I can't watch movies with friends because there are times I pause
to
just
analyze,
reflect,
to think through.
So I do that a lot. I shadow guys too. And if you're a fan of someone's work, I think you should reach out to them. Let them also see what you've done. That's why, as a beginner, I know it's not easy. Try and practice, do some things. Whoever you are reaching out to that you're a fan of their work, let them see what you've done. At least, they'll see prospects. You are doing well and all of that before they
see, help them.
So invest in yourself, watch a lot of content. I also attended a training. Not like what they taught me in that training was what I didn't know, but because I wanted access to some places. I wanted to. One of my friends that would do big projects now, I met him in that class. A lot of people that we do stuff together, I met them in that class. So that's another venue to connect. I didn't have the money back then, but I was able to plead with the owner and the convener. Please, can I pay half? And I was able to do that. And the guys that I'm working with right now, I met them in that training. My friend Nora Wolo, I attended that training as a newbie, and we are now big friends. We've done a lot of projects together. Do you get? So keep learning, keep doing. There might not be funds to afford camera. I don't have a camera. You'll be shocked. I don't have a camera, but you can always reach out to people. Guy, please, can I use your camera for this weekend? Can I do this? Can I do that? Just keep creating, and you see yourself doing great stuff.
Thank you. That's very, very honest. I think will also be very enlightening for anybody that gets to watch this, especially aspiring people that have all of the excuses that I don't have this, that's why I'm not doing this.
No. That time we were writing tests. So and I looked at the dates I don't have courses. I came from school. I slept at a friend's auntie's place in Ogba. The training was in Okwebi, and that was my first time in Lagos. And I was able to meet most of the facilitators in that training. We are now friends. Wow. Barney, DG, and all of them. So that was a step for me. And the second training I attended after lockdown was the best training. Those are the things that have created platforms for me. So attend trainings. If you can't afford the full thing, plead for half. Let them see that
you really want it badly.
Yeah.
Be ready to make adjustments. So interesting. Thank you so much for sharing. So for someone that has still been sitting on their first documentary idea or their first film idea for several years, they're hoping that they want to make their first film, but they've still not done it. So what would be your practical advice for them? I know we've shared some things that they can do, but then they've been sitting on it for a while. I
think the best thing for you is just to do, because my current documentary that I've submitted for AMVCA, I just gathered friends. Guy, this is my idea. I'm a big fan of, I don't like doing things for free. So I'm always so afraid of asking for help, because in my mind, I feel I owe you. So I just gathered my friend, the DP, the guy that was behind the camera. I decided at that project, I don't want to undo the camera. I just want to produce it. So I'm guy, this is the idea I have. Are you willing to be on it? He was yeah. He didn't even ask for money. I'm how much would you charge me? I was this is the one. Can I pay this? I was okay, let's do it. So that was how I was able to gather the whole team. The editor, I decided not to edit it. The editor, the DP, the lights guy, the sound guy, they're all my friends, but I made sure I paid them. It might not be their daily rate. So just gather friends. That's why as a filmmaker also have community.
Yeah.
You should know someone that can handle camera. You should know. Don't be a lone guy. So just reach out to friends. This is my doco idea. This is the idea I have. Can we do this together? You might not be able to pay them, but just let them have a share in it. Is it that when we submit this thing to this festival, you own certain...
or we all get the credit for producing.
Exactly.
Something
That's the least thing you can give anybody. People like to be involved in things that will go far. If anybody reaches out to me now that, I have this doco idea, I will wait. This thing will make sense. Even if he or she's not offering money, I'll be willing to jump on, because I know that this thing will add to my portfolio and I know where it's going to take me. So if you're having an idea that you've not been able to execute, reach out to friends, do it. You might not see the big thing in it, but just do it. That's it.
Thank you so much for sharing. So, in moments where you feel very down, we've talked about it at some point in time before. Having friends, are there other things that you also try to do in those moments that like take you through those periods of uncertainty?
I think it's either I travel. There are times I just travel to relax, and from there, I take my camera and start like shooting again.
Documenting again.
And I listen to songs a lot. I have like some playlist, and I'm always inside too. I don't like going out. So it's either I'm just inside, sleep, eat. Most of the cause of down moments are mostly when you are broke. I will not lie. I'm not saying there are no other conditions. I'm not saying there are no other
But a
conditions.
lot of it.
Yeah, is when you don't have money, or maybe you are not seeing jobs. So just keep creating. The jobs will come. Put yourself out. Me as a person, I don't like posting my work because I feel, oh, I've done rubbish. That Argungu video,
Yeah.
I swear I didn't want to post it. But a lot of people, I'm just seeing everybody comment, and I'm like, this video, me, I don't like
That
it.
is
What
this
are you
thing
guys?
that you did not want to post.
What are you
before.
guys talking about? But me as a creator, it's always normal for creators to have like imposter syndrome. So there are a lot of creators that feel that way. But guy, if you don't keep posting, you can't
Move from that feeling.
you are creating for yourself, but also understand that you are creating for people. Even as that video came out, some of my filmmaker friends still like spotted error, but everybody, other people that are not filmmaker, they liked it. So there are times you create for yourself, there are times you create for people. You're a creator, so you can't keep hoarding your work. I have a lot of my projects that are still on my...
for it to be perfect.
Exactly. So just keep, you move fast. If you shoot a project now and you leave it, you outgo it, you now don't want to post it.
Yeah,
so as
then
you
look at it, sometimes even once you do something yesterday, once you're looking at it today, it's like
exactly.
I don't think
So
it's
as it dey hot,
just push it.
just push it out. And you don't know who will come across it and will say, oh, this person is the next star, let me hire them and all of that. So just keep doing. You don't know, it might be what will make your best work, and also improve yourself. You don't want to be a mediocre because people already love this work. Let me
just keep
improving. Keep improving. Your next project should be better
than the previous one. I think that's something that every one of us will actually aspire to do, right? Consistent improvement and trying to go beyond that self-criticism phase of saying, I don't think it's good enough, it's not worth sharing.
Just post it.
Yeah,
it might be the best of your works.
Yeah,
I swear.
And listen to feedback and just try and improve it for the next one that you're going to create. You mentioned some certain commissions, maybe work with FIFA here and there. I just want you to leave tips for aspiring people, right? How does some of those jobs come? Like, how do you position yourself? Sometimes do they just find your work online, or do you have to try to apply to certain places, or is it still from referrals? How has it been for you?
So my biggest project didn't come directly. My biggest project came from a friend that I've served, that we are now good friends, that just like brought me on the project, and I was able to like use that in my portfolio to like get other bigger jobs. So like I said, like a friend I worked with, I served well, that we are now big friends, led me to that job, and that job has brought me like other jobs. So it's just keep showing up. Keep showing up, because if anyone wants to reach out to you, you need to be ready also. They ask for your works and you don't have anything to show for it. So you just keep. And also something that has helped me is I've been able to like create a niche for myself. There are times when I started as a filmmaker, I was shooting events, weddings. I still shoot weddings, but I don't take it as my big...
or push it out there and it looks like you're scattered. To make people just know you for a couple of things.
I still have a wedding I'm shooting next month. It's my brother's friend. So there are still friends that reach out to me, guy, I love your storytelling, I want to shoot my wedding. I have people that help me like do all of that. But I want to be known like as a storyteller and a documentary filmmaker. So the situation of the country might allow you to like be doing different things, but just be known for one major thing. I have folders where I keep my wedding. If people say, we cannot see wedding on your page, this is the folder. Are you okay with what you've seen there? If they are not okay, be going now. Do you get? So just be known for one thing. Me now, I'm a documentary filmmaker, and that's what I want to be known for. Yeah.
Thank you very much. It has been a very enlightening conversation. Even in wrapping up what you said, just like saving, wherever you find yourself, give it your very best shot. Because that friend you are working with or collaborating with you can't tell how successful they'll
Exactly,
become. You yourself, you also don't know how successful you'll become.
Yeah.
You guys can later collaborate and do stuff.
Yeah.
And also, when they, like common saying that when opportunity meets preparation, it results into success.
Yeah.
So as you are waiting for that big opportunity, also you have to be very well prepared. And once they come, you can just move fast.
One of the things that has also helped me is collaboration. My best project are things I worked with people. I noticed that I thrive as a team player. All the projects I've done myself, not like they don't make sense, but the ones I've done with people, collaboration, oh, you are an editor, let's come together and do something. They've gone further than the ones I've done. So be a team player, work with people, don't be that independent filmmaker. A lot of us are independent filmmaker because we do things ourselves. Have team and just do stuff with people. And yeah,
that's a very beautiful way to wrap up this episode. Thank you so much, Oluwatofunmi.
Thank you so much. Yeah,
it's been an interesting conversation. And thank you guys for sticking around from the beginning to the end. Whether you're watching on YouTube or listening on Spotify, we'll continue to bring top and amazing people doing cool stuff to just inspire you, educate you, and let you know that yes, great things can be done from small places. We'll catch you guys on the next one.
Thank you.
Bye.